No. No? No.
Gina,
No.
why?
Fight every day.
I know.
Plus, she doesn't listen to me. Those are the two reasons why we are not
So I'm
going
the
to.
problem.
No, I don't want to. We fight every day, you know? Yeah. Same old story. Same old story.
And he told me that I lost him already.
No, you were trying to be intimate with me, and I wasn't ready yet.
I
And I
was
told you no,
trying
and you
just
got
to
super
hug
pissed
you.
off.
Couple days.
You were trying to be intimate with me, and I wasn't ready. You know, that's a very interesting statement there. You was trying to be intimate with me, but I wasn't ready. It's interesting because, you see, that statement itself would only make sense if Jasmine had tried to actually, you know, do that. Because, don't get me wrong, if we look at the way she was dressed, bikini, okay, bum out, cleavage out, everything was out. So, listen, that type of approach can definitely say, okay, this may be leading somewhere. As a man, even though Junior isn't one of those, it isn't one of us, clearly, but as a man, if your woman comes to you or any woman comes to you dressed that way and she wants to get a bit touchy, the brain starts thinking and then the below start doing things. You see what I'm saying? And in many normal men situations, we're taking that. But in a Gino situation, he's taking it as, okay, so she's trying to give me a cuddle, but I'm going to say no. And because she tried to give me a cuddle and I've said no already, it means that she was trying to do something that I wasn't ready for. So is he trying to say that he wasn't even ready for his own wife to give him a cuddle? He wasn't even ready for his own wife to even give him a kiss? Because if the situation was we saw her cuddle him, he cuddled her back. We saw her kiss him, he kissed her back. And then we saw her trying to address him, then he has a statement here. Then we can run with what he's saying. But that's not what happened. You shut things down before they can even go anywhere. So for him to say, oh, because I wasn't ready, is crazy. Honestly, I cannot imagine a relationship where, hell, a marriage, okay, where you literally are in a position where you block your partner from giving you a simple thing. I mean, bro, you was laying in bed. You was laying in bed. It's not like you was out somewhere and then maybe she got on your way and she was trying to distract from something. So you kind of was like, whoa, hold on a minute. Let me just, you know what I mean? You wasn't doing anything. You was literally laying down doing nothing. You see what I'm saying? It's not like she was becoming an obstacle to anything that you was doing. And most people, when they're laying in bed, having a nap, they like somebody to come in and comfort them and give them a nice little cuddle or even a nice little kiss at the back of the neck or whatever it could be. But not when it comes to this dude.
Without fighting, and nothing
No,
is
we
enough.
have, that's a lie. We have no emotional connection any longer, and I'm not going to.
No emotional connection no longer, and I'm not going to. So this is Jenna flat out pretty much saying that, listen, me and you, we're done because I don't even feel emotionally connected to you anymore. So why not tell her this? Why not tell her this when this feeding occurred? Why wait to tell her in this manner? It's a horrible way to tell someone.
And we work in a relationship that it is okay for you to watch porn, to masturbate.
Once in a while, yeah. Yep.
But for me, I need a real person.
Yeah, but don't sit there and say, oh, Gino, you have to have sex with me.
No, not you.
You know, I paused it too soon. My apologies.
If you cannot give it to me, let me find it in someone else.
No, I don't go that route.
No, I don't go that route. I mean, to be honest, what route do you go in? I mean, don't get me wrong, at the end of the day, if you're with somebody and they say, well, because you're not giving it to me, then I'm asking permission to get it somewhere else. To be fair, respect for you, but like, you know what? I respect the fact that you're asking me this rather than doing it behind my back. But also at the same time, though, I don't want you to be with somebody else because you're mine. But because I'm not giving you what you want, and clearly I'm not making you happy, I will let you go. It's that simple. It's either you let her go, or you agree with what she's saying. It's one of the two things. But to say no and expect it to still be with you, boy, the level of selfish thinking that,
No.
By my sexual needs, because I need sex. I haven't had it in 9 months.
Masturbate.
I'm not okay with masturbating.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, if imagine that. If that happened to me, you know, if I say, hey, you know, I want to have some intimacy, and she's like, you masturbate, bro, I promise you now, that would send me into some deep depression. I'll be like, rah, is this what my life's come to? Like, yo, is this what my relationship's come to? That my partner will tell me that I need to go and please myself because she doesn't want to? Whew, that would hit different. At that moment in time, I'm out. I gotta go. I'm bouncing. You know what? I'll be like, okay, you know what? No worries. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. And I'm gonna go and find. I'm just gonna go enjoy my life elsewhere with my right hand, my left hand, whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? But I wouldn't do that. I would actually leave and just find somebody else. I'm not a big fan of the masturbation myself in particular. Yeah. It's kind of depressing, to be honest with you. Just imagine that your life is like, the only time I can get satisfaction is just by myself. Yeah. I mean, it tells me that clearly I don't have the ability to actually go and find someone. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, just imagine being in that position. You're like, you know what? I have more confidence in using my hand than I do in actually going to approach someone and building a connection with someone. And then, you know, but that's a whole nother conversation. I'm just saying, for me personally, it's not for me.
I'm supposed to do? I'm not okay with masturbating. It doesn't
Well,
satisfy
then
my
it sounds
needs.
like we're not gonna be able to be together.
Was that the sound of Gino breaking up with Jasmine? Then it sounds like we're not going to be together. Obviously, he didn't say that we're not going to be together, but he's saying it sounds like that we won't be together. So, boy, man is out here saying that basically if you want to have a third wheel, well, then that means we can't be together anymore. Leaving it down to her, giving her that decision to make. To be honest with you, that was probably one of the that's probably the nicest thing he's ever done for her. To be honest with you. Giving her the option to leave. That is definitely the nicest thing he's ever done for this woman. I promise this now.
You saw the real Gino does.
Yeah, he's withholding sex and affection. Benny would do the same thing to me.
It's punishing you. It's punished. Thank you.
It's funny though, isn't it? Because when Ari was basically trying to express that, you know, Beniam was doing certain things to her, people wasn't really wanting to agree with her. They were just saying, you know, she's this, But now, all of a sudden, because Jasmine's in the same situation, and she says, well, this is what Beniam was doing to me. And Jasmine's like, oh, yeah, see, thank you. Where were you? Where were you ladies? Where was you for Ari when she needed you? Remember this scene when they were out in the club, the bar, whatever, and Ari went into the cubicle, into the toilet, you know, and she was hiding because she was obviously upset with Beniam, and Beniam and Jasmine went to find her, and Jasmine was talking all that trash about her, saying, oh my god, look at the way she's behaving. Hold on a minute. When Ari was screaming the same thing, that her guy was withholding things. Don't get me wrong. Let's not forget she was withholding the past away from him. I haven't forgotten that. But my point being is that it's funny how people behave based on how something can fit their narrative. The madness.
Sorry what I'm saying to you, but you know feed her. I promise you, somebody going to feed.
No lies told. If you don't feed, then somebody else is going to feed, which is why Jasmine needs to take that option that he said. It's either you stay with me or you go elsewhere. Obviously, we all know that she went elsewhere. But nonetheless, though, let's move on to the next couple.
Then she all of a sudden said that she wants a baby and she wants a family and she wants this and that. And I was like, well, honestly, I'm not putting a baby on anybody right now.
All right, listen, this one's a very short and simple one. Does just think that we're stupid? To be fair, there is a portion of viewers that do forget many things, to be fair. So maybe some people are stupid. But anyway, let's get serious real quick. Natalie's been telling you the same thing for how many seasons now, and you want to sit there in this little minivan and you want to say that she was talking about babies and family, as if it's a new thing. Natalie's been saying that to you for a long time. One of the things that I dislike the most about Josh is that he's such a liar. He refuses to just be honest. Just be honest about your intentions with Natalie. Come on. None of us like Natalie. Well, at least most of us don't. But one thing that we can at least give her is that at least she's honest about what she wants from a man. Don't get me wrong, when Mike gave it to her, she threw all under the bin. She threw all away only because, despite the fact that Michael was going to give her the family life, the only thing was that he wasn't going to give her the glamorous life of being a model and actor, and that's why she bounced among other things, right? Because, yeah, Natalie's Natalie. But we know that whenever she goes into any situation with any guys, she will make it abundantly clear that this is what she wants. Josh, on the other hand, won't do that. He'll just continuously mislead her and then tell people a whole bogus story about, well, we did this therapy session, right? And this is how she behaved, and this is what she said. Bruh, none of these things are new. And you know why she does these things, because you purposely trigger her, because you won't give her what she wants. But you won't give what she wants, but you have the audacity to keep misleading her with your BS. Now, of course, Natalie's not the saint. He's no saint in this situation neither. But when it comes to someone being honest in this relationship, at least she's honest about her intentions. This guy right here, he is the reason why there are many, many women in this world who don't trust men. Because they're not honest with their intentions. They're not clear their intentions. And they do effery like this. I can't swear. I don't. Wow. Anyway, Josh is a piece of work. Jesus. No wonder why he's still single. You know what I mean? Bear in mind, he already has, obviously, you know, a child and a family elsewhere, whatever. But then again, rumor has he's got a girlfriend, right? I don't know. This guy's just he's just a liar. That's the problem. Oh goodness, he's just not an honest person. Anyway.
Acting horrible, and we always broke up. Because I meet my ex and we plan to, we thinking to go back to each other.
Whoo-wee, that information must have hurt. And then it only gets worse.
This is going to be for 4 years.
You cheated.
Not cheating, but we kissing. And
That's cheating.
How can you say not cheating but we're kissing? I don't know how you put that in a sentence. So 4 years ago, I went back to Russia. My apologies. 4 years ago, I went back to my homeland, motherland, Russia, and you know, me and my ex just, yeah. And because of that, I was horrible to you, but I was hoping we would break up, basically. But no matter how horrible I was to you, you still wanted to be with me. So I guess I just said, you know, F it, I'll just be with you. Yeah. Sorry, but the story itself doesn't even make any sense to me, you know, because there's something that she's not saying here. I want to know, why didn't it work with the ex? You know what? Listen, I'm telling you now, the ex probably said to her, listen, I don't want you, to be fair. The kiss was a mistake. And then that's why she was like, oh, man, damn it. I might as well just be with Brandon moving forward. Now, bear in mind, though, I never saw their season when they were both on, when they both came onto the show. So I don't know if that storyline was even shown back then, but I'm pretty sure it isn't, because if it was, then obviously this would have been spoken about on social media, blah, 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 blah. So this is definitely, must be the first time this has been displayed to us, right? But either way, though, the story doesn't add up to me, you know. Clearly, she stuck around with Brandon because that guy didn't want her. Or maybe it's the other way. Maybe she didn't want him. Maybe she kissed him and realized that it wasn't going to work. But either way, though, the matter of fact is, though, she held this for 4 years. 4 years? I mean, listen, to be honest with you, if you cheat on someone, right, either you tell them straight away or you just don't ever tell them again, to be honest with you. I'm not saying that's the correct way of thinking, right? But in my mind, I'm just like, listen, if somebody cheats, it's better to tell you straight away so you can deal with the situation straight away together. And it helps you understand what direction you need to go in. But if you don't tell them when it happens, and then you continue to build a foundation over the years, sometimes even build a family over the years, and then you tell them a year later, 2 years later, 4 years later, once at a point where your relationship is actually now quite stronger than what it was, or has a different foundation to it, or even you tell them at a point when your relationship is actually vulnerable like theirs is, oh yeah, by the way, just so you know, I actually cheated on you like 4 years ago. That person that you're with, they're gonna sit there thinking, damn, was this whole relationship a lie? Wait, is this why you were so nice that time of this thing? Or was that why you were so mean? But you know what I mean? It just causes issues that I feel like it causes an even bigger issue later on. That's why personally, listen, the way I look at this, you either say it straight away or you don't say it at all. But listen, I'm not saying that not saying oh is the right thing. I'm just saying that saying it later on could cause way much more damage than saying it when it happened. If you say it when it happens, it'll cause less damage. Guaranteed, because at least you both know where you're building from moving forward. Do you see what I'm saying? You're building on a transparency rather than building the fact that there's been a hidden information this whole time. let me start repeating myself. I know I'm making sense to myself, okay? Yeah. But I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying that's the way I think people should do it.
One person I should be able to trust, and I feel betrayed right now by that person. I feel like divorce has become a stronger possibility. I'm so angry at Julia. Just angry, very angry.
I mean, listen, the divorce definitely isn't going to happen because this guy loves her already too much and he's too much of a simp to even leave her, to be honest with you. The woman flat out has been rejecting his advances for sex for months. She's been rejecting his advances to even start a family for God knows how long. You know, she has rejected him in so many ways. So let's be real. If he was going to leave, he would have left her back then or, you know, or whatever, you know. Not because of not having sex, but just the dynamic of how the relationship was going, the fact that she was neglecting him. You see what I'm saying? So if he was going to have a backbone of leaving her, that would have been a potential possibility ages ago. So this little spanner here, he's not gonna, you know, divorce her. You know, definitely not gonna happen. He's gonna look at it as, well, this happened 4 years ago. I can only imagine how scared she was to tell me. I can only now imagine, obviously, how brave she, you know, what strength she needed to tell me now, blah, blah, blah. You know, when people start making excuses of why they want to stay with someone who basically just, you know, told them a lie for 4 years. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. He's one of those kind of clowns. So, yeah. The divorce isn't going to happen. Listen, you told me that, hey, you was doing the madness 4 years ago. I'll be like, really? Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me, and I hope you have a lovely life. I'm gonna go my way because I haven't wasted 4 years of building a foundation, but I've just built a foundation based on the fact that you wasn't actually being fully honest with me this whole time, which tells me that our transparency was never great in the first place. Because if you had the ability to lie to me this whole time about our relationship, okay, you had this ability, then I'm going to be sitting thinking, what else have you lied about? What else have you, do you know what I mean? And moving forward, how am I going to know what's the truth and what's not the truth? You know, and also, how do I not know that you're not going to tell me another truth in 4 years' time about something else that you did? The mind goes crazy in all them kind of situations. Listen, I'd be out personally, but nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts down below, and we'll talk about it. Nothing else really went down that I felt that was worth talking. But hey, see you guys in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.